Welcome to Audit Archive, where we run you through some of the most questionable and rather atrocious police encounters. Today, we're looking at a case where a police officer pulled a teenager over and then violated his constitutional rights by unreasonably searching and detaining him. A big lawsuit settlement soon followed. On August 9th, 2018, a teenager, namely Taean Leah, who was 18 at the time, was driving in his mom's car when Officer Kevin Crawford with the Louisville Metro Police allegedly observed him making an improperly wide turn. This prompted Officer Crawford to pull up behind Mr. Leah and initiate a traffic stop based on his driving. Mr. Leah soon pulled over to the side of the road and was approached by Officer Crawford, who was quick to escalate the ordeal. Let's watch the body cam footage.
What's going on, man? You know what I'm stopping you for? Man, when you turned on here onto Dixie, or 18th Street, you turned in the far left lane, you're supposed to turn in the right lane. See how there's two lanes? That's the reason why, man. Are there any weapons in your car? No drugs? Awesome, man. Do you have your ID?
I have everything.
No, you ain't got any guns, right? You good, buddy? I'm sorry?
I'm at work today.
Oh, you got to speak up. It's all this.
Nothing.
You saying something about work?
Yeah. I just have to go do something. I'm going to check it, man.
Now, Mr. Leah was clearly aware of how he should remain seated inside his vehicle during a traffic stop, keeping both hands on the steering wheel and making no sudden movements. This is good practice because it ensures that the officer conducting the stop doesn't feel as if you're a threat, and it also helps keep you safe by reducing the likelihood of physical altercations. One thing to point out, though, is that Mr. Leah was rather nervous during the traffic stop. But this certainly wasn't alarming because 1, there are officers standing on both sides of his car, essentially surrounding him, and 2, he's an 18-year-old honors student with no prior criminal history. Just imagine driving as a young law-abiding student, and you're suddenly pulled over by 2 officers who've started to question you for no apparent reason. This leads us to another important discussion. Was this traffic stop justified? Let's understand the answer. Note that when an officer pulls over a driver, it's considered a detention. The driver hasn't been arrested, but nevertheless isn't free to leave. Where a typical traffic detention is concerned, officers generally must have reasonable suspicion that the driver or someone in the vehicle is committing or has committed a crime. In other words, police generally can't just make a traffic stop because they have a hunch something is amiss. For a traffic stop to be legal, police normally need an objective reason to believe someone has broken the law, though a minor traffic violation is usually enough. So in this case, if Mr. Leah had actually made an improper turn, then sure, the traffic stop was justified. And so far, Mr. Leah has been very cooperative. Under Kentucky law, motorists must provide driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance if they are asked for those documents. Mr. Leah was asked for these documents and he conveniently provided them to the officers.
Do me a favor, put your hands on the steering wheel.
What you opening up the door for?
Yeah, man, do me a favor, grab your phone and your wallet, stick it on the seat.
Why?
Because I'm telling you, or it's going to fall out when you get out of the vehicle.
Why are you taking me out the vehicle?
I'll move it up here for you.
Mama, they taking me out the vehicle.
Don't hop out?
Get out of the car. They telling me to get out the car now.
And that's the reason why I didn't want anything on you. I didn't want to break your phone, brother.
Right.
You don't have any weapons on you, do you?
I don't.
No drugs?
Nope.
Awesome, man. Then turn around, put your hands on the car for me. Spread your feet.
I don't. Why I even did anything? Why are you checking me for?
I didn't say you did anything. So
then
you don't
why,
have any.
Why did you take me out the car?
Do you have any drugs, weapons on you?
I
Like
don't.
that?
I told you that
Do you
when
mind
you
if
asked
I
me
check?
the first time. I do mind.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm gonna make sure you don't have any weapons, okay?
No.
Yeah, we're allowed to pat you down for weapons.
Mama, they patting me down.
Yeah, we're allowed to do that. Quit doing the clenching your fist thing, too.
Dude, that's some bullshit.
What's bullcrap?
The only day I got off, I just want to go home. You close my door?
No,
Why?
I can't leave you to go close the door.
Okay.
Quit with the attitude. He's not giving you an attitude, and I'm not giving you an attitude.
I understand.
We deal with violent crime all day, every day. We're going to stop 30 more people after you. As soon as we get down here, you'll go home, okay? If you're wasting our time and we're wasting your time, I'm sorry for the small inconvenience. We're allowed to get people out of the car. your heart is beating through your chest when you're on the phone with your mama and you're narrating to your mom, Mom, I stopped by the police, this is where I'm at, they're getting me out of the car, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When you do all that, it's the same thing that people do when they're trying to hide something from the police and they're trying to take the situation off of it. Just like you're looking back at my partner over and over and over again, like you're waiting for him to see something or for him to do something wrong. It's 2018, young man. We all wear body cameras. It's recording all of it. It records your audio, my audio. It records all that. So guess what happens? If there was something in that vehicle and we go to trial over it, guess what? The jury gets your attitude. We're here for you, man. There's a shooting every day. It's crazy. It's sad. It's ridiculous. Ain't nobody been nasty to you at all.
As seen in the footage, Mr. Leah was suddenly forced out of his vehicle while being questioned about weapons or drugs, almost as if Officer Crawford had already presumed that Mr. Leah must have done or possessed something illegal. To remind you again, Mr. Leah was nothing but cooperative. He had no issues providing ID or answering questions. Despite that, Officer Crawford pulled him out and started to search him after repeatedly asking him if he had any weapons or drugs. Note that the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution provides that the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. The ultimate goal of this provision is to protect people's rights to privacy and freedom from unreasonable intrusions by the government. Judging by this, it might seem unreasonable for police to make you get out of your car for something as simple as making a wide turn or failing to use your turn signal, but the Supreme Court says officers have the authority to do so and you must comply. The same rule applies to passengers. The court says police are allowed to ask occupants to exit for the safety of officers because that reduces the chances that a weapon could be retrieved from the car while the officers are writing a ticket. This is derived from the 1977 case of Pennsylvania v. Mims. But things became very questionable as soon as the officers decided to search Mr. Leah, physically patting him down and getting inside his pockets. This was totally unjustified and an official violation of his Fourth Amendment because a police officer may frisk a motorist or a pedestrian without probable cause to arrest if the police officer has a reasonable suspicion that the person has committed, is committing, or is about to commit a crime, and has a reasonable belief that the person may be armed and presently dangerous. This is derived from the 1968 case of Terry v. Ohio. There was no way that the officers had a reasonable justification for searching Mr. Leah, but they still took it a step further, as you will now see.
Canine indication at 1810. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Really likes the wallet.
I'm not going to have you run like that. There's the dog indicated on your vehicle. I don't know what's in your car, but like I said, I don't want you to run. So you're still just being detained. You're not free to go, but you're not under arrest at this time. I just don't want you to go anywhere, okay? But I'm not going to fight you, and I'm certainly not going to chase you. I had to chase some guy last night, and I haven't recovered from it, so I'm not chasing you today, okay?
I'll come talk to you. Just do me a favor, hang out by the telephone pole.
What did you pull him over for?
I'll come talk to you, okay? Let's come over here for me.
There's nothing in there.
Okay,
It's my
can we
car.
do me a favor and come back over here? I'm just giving you a reference for you this way you can see, man.
Okay.
All right? I'm the detective who pulled him over. Okay. So basically, he committed a traffic violation right in front of me.
What did he do?
He conducted an improper turn on the 18th Street from Algonquin.
I was on the phone with him the whole way.
Okay.
And he said you were following him the whole way.
Okay.
There was no improper turn.
Okay. Well,
and he didn't give you
luckily
permission
enough
to
for
search.
you, ma'am. Luckily enough for you, everything was captured on body camera. Okay.
No, luckily enough for you.
Oh, really?
But
okay.
he didn't give you permission to
Okay.
search
We
the
don't
car.
need his permission,
Yes,
ma'am.
you do.
We had a positive indication by the K9. Okay.
Oh my God.
So,
You
ma'am,
got to be kidding.
you guys are more than welcome to watch, videotape, whatever. Just do me a favor, give us some room and stay over here, please. Ma'am, please stay over here.
I'm staying
You're
over
trespassing on private property right now.
here. It's for sale.
Ma'am, stay over there, please.
No,
If you
I'm not.
approach my traffic stop,
This
I
is
will
my
take you.
son.
Ma'am, if you approach my traffic stop, I will
This is
take
my
you to
son.
jail.
That
I
is
don't
my
care.
car.
I do not
I don't care either.
You know what? Okay, great. Ma'am, sir, can you do me a favor and talk?
She's standing back. We're standing back.
Can you I'm giving you a reference point to stand at, okay?
I'm
It's right over here by
here.
these yellow.
I'm not bothering
Do you see where I'm pointing at?
No.
Can we step back over
Yes,
there?
that would be amazing, please.
So we just step back.
I'm not going nowhere.
No, I get interrupted by her.
No. He opened up the door and took me out.
You ever been in trouble before?
529, 2000. Yes, in Kentucky, 16 821
Anything as a juvenile at all? Okay.
My mom been private investigator. Fucking ain't never did shit.
Your mom is? What's with all the cussing, man? You go to school or anything? Work anywhere? You probably just graduated high school, didn't you?
Sell cars.
Do you?
Optional Ford.
That's good money.
Fuck yeah.
You actually like a car salesman? Man, it's awesome.
Holy cross.
What would she like so much in his walk? Other than probably
Maybe a bin.
handling narcotics and then touching the wallet. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So many papers I'm just trying to go through. Does he have an ID?
Yeah.
Sir, have you had anything in your wallet, like maybe some narcotics in the past or anything like that? No little bit of anything? Okay. Have you been around anyone that maybe could have touched your wallet? Okay. You, Mom? You want to talk to me? You doing all right?
I'm pissed off for real.
What are you pissed off for?
Because I was on the phone with my son. He was scared to death. The narcs is following me, and I don't know why.
Okay.
I said, well, where you at, and what are you doing? He said, I'm not doing nothing, because he went to the store to get a slush. I said, okay, look, just don't do nothing wrong. He knows the rules. He got his license. You know, he's a working young man. He don't cause no problem.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, he took him out the car. He didn't tell him what he was pulling him over for, nothing. Put the phone down and get out the car. He said, well, for what? You know, and he said, just put it down because it's going to drop. Well, why are you taking me out the car? That's what he asked. And he said, because I want to, because I can't. And then he's going to tell me, I'm lucky that he got his body camera on. No, you lucky that you got the body camera on. Because if what you said happened is really on that body camera,
It's on there,
then
yeah.
cool.
It's public
You know?
record. It's on there.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. Exactly. But, I mean, and then tell me that you detected drugs in my car? Come on, dude. I'm telling you. I'm an officer of the court. It's no drugs in my car. We know better. No,
He didn't say there's drugs in the car.
Yeah, he said that it detected drugs in the car.
Okay. Drugs
way.
in the car or had
Why?
been in the car?
I don't know. Either way. I
Have
don't know.
usually cars and shepherds up there in that room. You just walked in there.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
Floor.
Thank you.
That girl let him in. I said,
So
But my whole thing is, if it's a wrong term, give him a ticket. You don't have to bring
that's
the
not what
dogs
we're
out.
out here for,
What
okay?
are you out here for?
We're a
That's
violent.
what he said.
Okay, well, we're a violent crimes unit. First, we're not narcotics. Okay.
But he's,
So listen,
what's he
just
going violent?
will you listen to me? Because
I'm
I
really
want to.
upset right now. I
Okay.
really am.
Well, you're not going to listen, I don't think, because I'm trying to explain it to you, and you before I can even tell you what we're doing or why we're here or who we are, you're already asking another question. You're just not allowing me to explain
I mean, because
what's
I'm
going
still
on.
going off of what he's saying.
Okay, well, I'm not him. Okay, I'm trying to talk to you to help you understand as a parent and know why we're out here and what's going on with the whole situation.
Mr. Leah's mother had a very good point here. If the officers had pulled her son over for a traffic violation, then why didn't they simply give him a ticket or warning and have him go about his day? If there had been a reasonable suspicion that Mr. Leah was armed, dangerous, or had committed a crime, then sure, conduct an investigation. But such wasn't the case here. There were absolutely no signs of Mr. Leah being involved in a crime. Speaking of which, it was reported that Officer Crawford had cited nervousness as a reason he frisked the teen, the judge wrote, as well as the presence of a small souvenir Louisville Slugger bat in the car that he didn't mention to police. But the judge ruled that Mr. Leah's nervousness alone is not a sufficient basis on which to articulate reasonable suspicion, and instead described Mr. Leah's demeanor as rather exasperated or annoyed. So we can say that Officer Crawford was now prolonging the traffic stop beyond necessary by calling in a K9 and using its indication as probable cause to search Mr. Leah's vehicle. The 2015 case of Rodriguez v. United States concluded that a stop may last no longer than is necessary to effectuate the initial purpose of the stop. Authority for the seizure thus ends when tasks tied to the traffic infraction are or reasonably should have been completed.
Will you let me do that? Okay, so we're a violent crime unit, okay? We don't pick and choose where we work. We are told by our commanders, by the chief's office, where to patrol, and all that is based off of criminal violence statistics, okay? The 18th Street corridor, California Park, Victory Park, Park Hill, these are all neighborhoods that we patrol, and we're told to go to these areas and patrol.
Okay.
That's why, first off, that's why we're here, okay?
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I'd hope not. I mean, we're just doing our job to try and make the city a little safer. So what we do, one of the aspects of what we do is we focus on traffic stops, okay? Right now, you listen to me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, right now, the city has been plagued by gun.
I don't want the history. I just want to know why my son.
When I say right now, it's not history. I'm telling you what we're doing right now, okay? And I'm trying to just let you understand, but it's like you don't want to hear it.
I just want to hear about my son. I know the
I'm getting to that.
I know all of that.
I'm getting to that. I'm telling you why your son is being stopped and why he's out of the car, but you're not allowing me to do that. So it's a traffic infraction that he was stopped for, okay? A traffic infraction. I wasn't here, but I asked the detective before I came to talk to you, why'd y'all stop him? They did an improper turn, okay?
I don't believe that, but okay.
Okay. You don't believe it. You weren't here. You didn't see it.
You wasn't either.
I know.
But you believe your guy, and I believe my son.
Yeah.
So
Has your son ever made a traffic infraction, do you think?
No, he has not.
He's never made a traffic infraction.
He has not.
I bet we can watch him drive for 5 minutes and pick out a traffic infraction.
I bet you could. I bet you could.
Well, then how can you say I bet you? I'm not going to debate it.
I bet you could because you're an
because I know
officer,
the
you gonna
laws.
find one.
I know the laws.
Too. I'm an officer of the court too.
Okay, well
I know the laws.
So you know the traffic violations, the traffic infractions?
Yes, I do.
Then I'm sure you could watch that and pick one out. But that's not what we're going to debate.
You could pick one out.
I
you
could
make one.
I don't make anything
I
up.
could do a U-turn. You could say I did it too wide. I ain't here for that. Huh? I know that. I know that. We done here?
If you want to be done, you can. I'm trying to help you understand.
I don't need the stats right now. I don't care. I appreciate y'all being out here for violent crimes. My son's not violent, nothing. You run his name. He's never been in JCYC, nothing. He got a job.
No one said he was a violent crime.
No
one said he
to be out the
was.
car handcuffed right now.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me how to pick out violent crime? Can you tell me how?
I don't need to tell you how because they can run across the street too fast and then say it's violent. It don't matter at this point. It's your own discretion.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. The reason why you took him out of that car is because you're doing some violent trafficking.
You just made every word of that up.
I didn't.
The most impressive thing is you made every word of that up.
You took him out of the car because
I never said that.
Y'all doing violent trafficking.
I never said anything about taking him out of the car.
I don't need
You're just making it up. You're making it up.
I don't need
You can believe what you want. I came over here to try to explain to you, but you don't. I'm talking about present day. Present day.
I don't want to hear
and
that.
It's unfortunate that you don't care. I came to try to explain to you, but you don't want to hear it because you don't want to hear the truth.
To do with my son,
you don't understand.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm trying to get to that.
I don't care about that right now.
I know you don't care.
Okay, I'm dealing with my son right now.
Have a good day. I will.
I don't think you said one word you said, man.
We can just keep trying. Just keep trying. She goes making stuff up again. She's making stuff up again. She's making up stuff. It's a disease. She'll spill that over the internet and you'll have 1,000 likes before you know it. And none of it's true. She just keeps making lies up. She's an officer of the court. She's an officer, step over here. She's an officer of the court. She just makes stuff up. That's all it is, dude. That's all it is.
You're gonna lock me up for being a violent criminal?
You could, I mean, you probably could lock someone up from a U-turn. I never have. Yeah. But it's a traffic infraction, so you probably could. But she'll just make something up and put it on the internet. Get 1,000 likes. You just get 1,000 likes and then it'll be just on and on and on. It's a disease. Could you imagine if we didn't now? and all the BS that gets made up about everything that we do. Yeah, I'm so glad we have them.
So, 'cause we're on a violent traffic stop right now.
Yeah, I mean, thank God that we have our cameras, because all the BS that she's gonna make up and put online, the camera does save us. Good job, thank you.
We learned that the officers at the scene were a part of what's known as a violent crime unit, which specializes in investigating and responding to serious crimes such as homicides, armed robberies, and assaults. But this is exactly what makes this entire ordeal even worse. We have a violent crime unit pulling over a teenager for a wide turn, which sounds just ridiculous to begin with. It goes without saying that Officer Crawford and his colleagues just wanted to fish around and somehow find a way to detain Mr. Leah, which they did.
If you don't mind me asking, why do you have like this negative view towards the police? What's the deal? What's ever happened in your life personally where you're like, you can give me a good explanation?
Absolutely nothing.
Really?
Fucking graduated. I got a good ass job.
Right.
I got graduated with 3 full-ride band scholarships. I ain't never did shit in my life. I've been in the house all day.
So what's the problem? Like, why are we in this situation?
You?
Huh?
What you mean?
We didn't do it.
You pulled me over?
We made a traffic stop for your violation that you did.
All right, man. I don't want to talk.
And then you went up here with it. Huh? You did the entire time. We don't know who you are. I don't know that you graduated and you got several scholarships and that you have a good job. I mean, I don't know. It's not like I have a x-ray vision that says, oh, this is who's in this car. He's good to go. If you don't want to hear it, that's fine. You can continue with your negative view towards me, I guess. I just figured I'd try to understand it, but that's fine. Huh? I'll never understand? Well, I don't hold no hard feelings against you. I don't take it personal though, buddy. If I take you out of these handcuffs while he's finishing up, are you gonna fight me or run or anything like that? Because initially when we brought you to the back of the car, you're clenching up your fists like you're gonna fight or punch or run or whatever. And you've been doing this pacing back and forth thing the entire time. I'll go ahead and take you out of cuffs, but I don't want you to like take off running to your car or fight me. Is that cool? I know you're mad. It is what it is, but I'll take you out of them since they're a little uncomfortable. Is that cool? Huh?
You're gonna take me out of them, man.
Is it cool? You gonna be chill?
Yeah, I'm gonna be chill.
All right.
All right, sir, here's your ID back. All right, you've got court October 2nd for improper turning at 7 p.m. 600 West Jeff. Do you understand the reason why you stopped? All righty, have a wonderful day.
Ultimately, Mr. Leah was given a citation, something the officers should have done ages ago, rather than unreasonably prolonging the stop. And of course, after tearing through his car by violating his Fourth Amendment, they found absolutely nothing illegal. Following this incident, in 2019, Mr. Leah filed a lawsuit in U.S. District Court against Chief Steve Conrad, the commander of the 9th Mobile Division, and 5 officers. Mr. Leah says he was verbally abused, threatened, lied to, embarrassed, humiliated, and mocked by officers who combed through his vehicle in desperate hopes of finding something to justify their conduct. Nothing was found. The 27-page complaint also alleged Conrad and the division's commander, William Hibbs, knew or should have known that their orders to use aggressive policing for minor violations in black neighborhoods as a way to reduce violent crime would result in biased policing and unconstitutional stops and searches of citizens, the majority of whom are black males and persons living in poverty-stricken neighborhoods. Then, in 2021, the Courier-Journal reported that LMPD investigated only Crawford's role in the controversial stop and dropped that probe because Crawford resigned to join another department. Meanwhile, the traffic charge was dismissed on the motion of the Jefferson County Attorney's Office after prosecutors reviewed body camera footage. Finally, as of May 26, 2023, a settlement had been made. Officials said the city is ordered to pay $375,000 to Mr. Leah. Officer Crawford was reportedly hired by Jeffersonville Police back in 2019 and currently works for them. Be sure to check out our previous video where we cover another outrageous police encounter